found that I'd had an accident, and before I could say anything, they were reporting that I'd been killed in the crash. The rumors sent the country into a frenzy. They thought I was gone, and they started selling sweaters, keychains, trinkets, souvenirs, all sorts of crap with my name or photo on it. Back in the hospital, I laughed my ass off. It wasn't so funny for my family back home, though. The day after the accident, my brother Pototo opened the door to a neighbor who said, "Are you watching the news about your brother? He's in critical condition." And from that moment, they'd been desperate for news. Pototo didn't know what to do, so he called my wife Fula. At least Fula was able to fly to Buenos Aires and calm everyone down. It turned out one of the ribs had punctured my lung, which led to water on the lung. So the doctors kept me in the hospital to operate on me once the bruising and swelling had gone down. And then I got an infection. That, I was told later, was when I went into cardiac arrest for 2 or 3 minutes. If it had been anyone else, the doctor said, I would have stayed dead. But my good health and physical strength meant I didn't die, thank God. When it came around, everything was white. Chuleta! I thought I had died. Am I in heaven? I cried. Not yet, Cholo, said an old guy next to me. Not yet. Then the doctor gave it to me straight. My lung had suffered a lot of damage and I should consider myself lucky to be alive. Duran, no more fighting. You've got to retire. I wasn't going to argue with the doctors. I was finally able to go home on November 16th, nearly 6 weeks after the accident, and the doctors told me I needed another 4 months to fully recuperate. It had been really, really rough. I'd cried because of the pain. And so, in January 2002, I retired. I guess I was okay with leaving the sport like that, though before the accident I'd never given any thought to retiring. Not even a few months earlier when I'd lost to Hector Macho Camacho. If I hadn't been hurt so badly in that accident, I don't know if I would have continued fighting. In fact, being in good shape from that Camacho fight is probably what saved me in the crash. But even though I was 50 when I retired, I would gladly have beaten the crap out of all the deadbeats in the sport. The same goes with the boxers today. Pacquiao, Mayweather, they're pitiful. I could have beaten all of them. Throughout my entire boxing career, 33 years, I never thought anyone could beat me. I never thought bad things would happen to me in the ring. I was going to win or I was going to knock someone out. I did a lot of that. Just look at my record. I beat the American Idol Sugar Ray Leonard, knocked out Puerto Rico's hero Esteban de Jesus, Wilfred Benitez. I ran Barkley. People thought Barkley was going to kill me. I nearly killed him. Remembering things like that makes me laugh. My strategy was very simple. In my personal life, I am not an animal, but in the ring, there was an animal inside me. Sometimes it roared the moment the first bell rang. Sometimes it sprang out later in the fight. But I could always feel it there, driving me and pushing me forward. It's what made me win, what made me enjoy fighting. The worst thing you could do with me was be scared, because I'd smelled that fear. I never feared anyone, even when I was a kid. I grew up on the streets. And after the childhood I had, who the fuck was I going to be scared of? I fought in the streets before I ever fought in the gym. I'd go to the corner and tell Plomo, my first trainer, he hit me hard, but I'm going to hit him harder. Plomo saw that instinct. The streets taught me everything I needed to know about life and boxing. Boxing has given me everything. I've met the rich and famous, Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope, Sylvester Stallone, Robert De Niro, Diego Maradona. I've traveled the world, New York, Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Montreal, London, China. Panamanians love me. They adore me. I'm an idol in my country, but sometimes I think the gringos love me even more. I've been honored by presidents, great presidents.